All right, seeing as how Amy wants my welcome on the recorded session. Hi, my name is Janelle Phillips. I'm so happy to see all of you here, and welcome to those of you who are joining us on the replay. I know sometimes schedules can get crazy even when we have no place to go, supposedly, but there seems to be more and more Zoom calls, which I'm super excited about. You know, I think that that's one of the great things that's coming out of this whole madness that has been stay at home, do everything virtually, is that now pretty much everybody's going to know how to work a Zoom. So I'm pretty excited about that because oftentimes we do opportunity calls on Zoom and nobody ever knows how to use them. So now I feel like nobody has an excuse. How many of y'all have been on Zoom? Like this is sort of your first dipping your toe into it since like March. Like you guys are new to the whole Zoom world. Anybody? Anybody? Oh, so we have veterans, so y'all don't know what I'm talking about. It's all good. It's all good. I knew I had a group of smarty pants. Smarty pants. Anyway, we're just so happy to see you guys. So happy to see you. And yeah, so please, if you are at a place, not the bathtub, that you can turn on your video, do that. Yes, awesome. Feel free to keep yourself on mute unless you have something that you want to say, which you're more than welcome to. But keep yourselves on mute if you have people in the background. Otherwise, you can unmute. And yeah, so on these team calls, we like to A, connect, which is what I said before. But B, we like to do some recognition. We love to have product information. And then we are starting to get some of our amazing leaders do training for us on these calls. So super excited about this. So I'm actually going to hand this over to Jen Kozer. She has done a little bit of research for us tonight on a really exciting product that you've probably seen a little bit more around than normal lately. She's going to tell us just like really quick some good stuff about Active. Jen.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, good. Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I am Jen. I feel like I need everyone like, hi.
Hi, Jen. Should we all pretend that we're all sitting around this circle?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, Jen.
This is what I'm going to talk about tonight.
Ooh.
Active. This might be my favorite product. It's on the NFR side. Always order the twin pack. And someday we hope to goodness that it will come to Canada so we don't have to pay the shipping. So I am a huge fan of this. I will not work out anymore without having a bottle of Active. And I'll tell you more about that in a second. All right. Janelle, do you have your washing machine on? Okay, so Active. It's a peach mango flavor, and I'm going to tell you right now, I am not a peach fan at all. It reminds me of like the church tang, you know, like when you go to funerals and stuff. That's what peach flavor thing. That's what I think of. So I was hesitant to try it, and mango is, I have my days with mango, but it is, after the first time, I'm like, no, this is pretty darn awesome. Okay, so the primary benefits are long-lasting energy, boosts performance and mental clarity, enhances feelings of alertness, supports improved performance, supports natural nitric oxide production, and reduces oxidative stress. Now, when you think of nitric oxide, it is actually let me find the correct word here. It naturally occurs in our body, and it acts as a vasodilator. So it actually makes your blood vessels bigger. I have not had stiff muscles once working out since I've been using Active. Not once. I teach dance and Zumba and fitness classes, and I push myself to, I don't want to be able to walk the next day or be able to lift my arms. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, if I have to go to the bathroom, I want it to be like hurt to squat. I like working out that hard. I don't get that anymore at all. And it's incredible. So what it does is it signals the blood vessels to relax and increases your blood flow so you don't get that lactic acid sitting in your muscles. It is essentially a plant-based energy drink, except dun, 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 it doesn't have the nastiness of your energy drinks that you can buy from your co-op stores and such, or wherever, your general gas stations when you're tired and driving. I can tell you right now, I have had 5 Red Bulls in my life and they are awful. And I did it because I had to drive. And even then they were awful, totally, totally awful. So in one serving of Plexus, so one of these, they're the nice long ones, you've got 25 calories, 100 milligrams of caffeine. So it's about as much as 1 strong cup of coffee. And of course it's natural. Sugar content is 3 grams. Now, I had to look it up because it was ridiculous, because I am so anti-energy drink, the fake stuff and the stuff that can hurt you. I did read somewhere it can take up to 20 days for your body to get rid of absolutely every trace of one 16-ounce energy drink. So the reason is it's got all the stuff it's got taurine, artificial flavors, colors, artificial sweeteners, and hold on to your shorts. Anybody want to take a stab at how much sugar is in one 16-ounce can? Other than lots? So now this is some good, I can see you guys. There is up to 13 teaspoons of sugar per 16-ounce can. Your daily intake of sugar should be 6 teaspoons max. Makes you like, ugh, right? So a Monster energy drink, and I'm just gonna, this is actually all on your info sheet, on your active info sheet, amazing, has 54 grams of sugar. Your Rockstar Energy double strength has 62 grams of sugar in 1 can. And a Starbucks Double Shot Energy 1 can, so that's a 15-ounce, 26 grams of sugar. It ain't coming from the good stuff. It's coming from sugar, and you will crash. I know, it's gross. It's really, bleh. I can drink Active in the evening and not have it keep me awake. That's pretty awesome. Like, since I teach until 9 o'clock at night, and I can drink these until 9 o'clock at night and then still go to bed at 10:30 or 11, once my natural endorphins come down a little, it's quite amazing. So, and then of course we got told yesterday, what is it? Starfruit and?
Fruit guava is our new flavor that's being launched on the 11th of May. And it's limited edition. So if you're excited about it, buy all the things on the 11th.
early on the 11th.
Yeah. So Jen, how have you been drinking it the last couple days?
I knew you were going to ask me. So Janelle had suggested to me that I like 1 cup of coffee in the morning, but the past 3 mornings I've had an Active and a Slim in the morning, first thing, and it calms the squirrels, as Janelle says. It makes you focus so well, and you don't get like a jittery high, of course, from the caffeine, and everything is just clear, and you have clean energy all day. And I was actually really surprised how I liked it. So it's pretty awesome. It's like a little magic elixir.
It's super good.
Yeah.
So now, of course, if you guys haven't been with us for very long, what we love to do is we love to give you all like the really good information. And we like to give you a couple little like keep in your pocket pieces of information. So can I just make sure that we don't have any children listening? Or maybe husbands. Jen, what was the first part of what you said about blood vessels?
It helps to open them and dilate them.
Okay, so you know that there's a little blue pill in the world that works for men at a certain point in time. We all know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is like, so when it relaxes the vessels and it allows blood flow to flow through, we could take into consideration that perhaps this could help alleviate a very frustrating problem for men of a certain age or disposition. Does everybody understand what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So yes, I'm on a business call with my business coach. He goes, well, you know what that does for men and why they're gonna like it. And I'm like, Orion. Oh, okay. All right. So now you know, right? These are the things that are not on the info packet, right? It's all good. It's all good. Here's actually another really interesting thing about Active that I love is that it's actually like, and I think Jen said it was close to a cup. I guess it depends on how big your cup of coffee is, but it's not actually quite as much as a regular sized cup of coffee. It's about 3/4 of a cup of coffee, I think. And actually, I have given it to my teenage son when he has like needed to focus because of a test or he's going to have basketball practice or whatever. I'll be like, here, take this, mix it up, have it at lunchtime, and then you'll be good to go for practice, right? And it really does help with that stiff and sore. Jen and I both have shift working husbands, and our husbands love this for staying alert and awake. So thank you so much, Jen. Yay!
Anytime.
And y'all are welcome for that extra little, nugget. So,
I would just add too, if somebody's having a little trouble breathing, like they're feeling a little tight chested, have an Active. It helps to open things up. It'll help to relax and you'll feel better. Absolutely. And just a little warning, it is on the NFR list. So it should not be advertised on our Facebook posts. When we purchase NFR, we sign an agreement saying we will not promote for sale. So we can definitely tell people about it privately, but we're putting Plexus at risk if we put it on our Facebook posts.
So actually, let's talk about that really quick, because I know that we're all going to be super excited about the new flavor, about all those things. I personally don't even like to talk a ton about the NFR stuff with general population, because it just ends up being slightly complicated to purchase if they only want that NFR piece. But did you guys know that before we were open in Canada 2 years ago, we couldn't talk about our product at all? I could not have like this and have a picture and be like, Slim is really great because it balances blood sugars. It helps give me sustained energy because there's no blood sugar crashes. There's none of this, right? But what I could do is I could have a picture of me drinking my pink drink and be like, I am so thankful that I have found something that helps to give me, to get rid of my brain fog. It helps me to adult, balances my blood sugar, does all of these things. I'm so excited to have this little pink drink in my life, right? And can I tell you that we all very successfully built businesses around never mentioning a product or having pictures of the actual, it's my house. I have like random, if you can't touch something Plexus within an arm's reach of yourself anywhere in this house, then I'm doing something wrong. But, like we couldn't talk about ProBio 5 forever. Now we have ProBio CA, which is really exciting. But, a lot of times people don't want to know about what it's called. They want to know what it does. And sometimes we can get caught up in that, oh, it's ProBio CA, it's the best little thing ever. No. Tell me how it changed your life, right? Don't talk about products. So if you make a rule on your Facebook and you are talking about Plexus, because we want you to talk about it, but we want you to share your life, right? We want you to share your life. So talk about, probiotics are so amazing, and I'm so glad that I take some of the best there are. What I really have realized that I was missing before was I didn't have an antifungal in my probiotic. I didn't have something that was going to help get rid of the bad bacteria. I didn't have anything that was helping with my digestion. If you just think that you need to replace the good bacteria, then you're missing like 60% of what you actually need. And I would love to share my probiotic with you. you put for US resale only. Super, super simple. We try to stay compliant. It doesn't mean that you're not going to see other people out there that are posting it. You aren't going to see that, maybe you aren't necessarily going to see that everybody follows the rules all the time, but it depends on who your audience is and who you're marketing to. All right. Thanks, Jen, and thanks, Sherry. Okay, so I am so excited to have our newest Gold Ambassador on the call tonight with us. Amanda Baker, where are you? Yay! We are so, so, so proud of you. She didn't know that I was going to pick on her, which is so great because, you know, that's just what I should do. Amanda worked and worked and worked, and she has brought on at least, now it's way over this, I know it's way over this, but at least 20 people who she is sharing health and happiness with. And those people are also sharing as well. I'm just looking around. Where's your counterpart? Emily, right there. And Emily was such a huge support for her. And thank you, thank you, thank you to her uplines, Leona Jansen and Jimmy Luborn, for sticking with her 1,000% of the way. Amanda, is there anything that you want to say, that you want to tell people? Maybe we got some people here that are like, oh my gosh, gold income would just totally change my life, but I don't even know how to get there. Could you give us like 3 tips really, really quick off the top of your head? Because these are like the best tips ever, but just the ones that you don't think about.
Stay connected with your upline. They're going to stay connected with your upline. I would not be here if I had not. If I had just, you know, kind of done my own thing and disregarded everything that you guys have been teaching me, I would not be here. The training tools that we have, use them. They are huge. That's 2. Believe in yourself. That's a big one. I've been working on that for a while. So, yeah, it's very exciting, and I'm really excited to see where we go. So I have a great team, and we're growing.
Yes, you are. And you know, I was like, 3, believe in yourself, and then you said believe in yourself. So that's so fantastic. That's
You
so
do.
fantastic.
You have to.
You absolutely do, for sure. Congratulations. We are all so
Thank you.
thrilled for you. Oh, so,
Thank
so thrilled. And then I do need to give just an extra little shout out, just because I can. I mean, I'm so excited for all of our new silver ambassadors. We're going to have a shout out. If you haven't seen them all, like, people have been like popping up in Grow with congratulations talks, but I do need to highlight Linda Huslerud for going super silver. Congratulations. We are so proud of you. Linda has been with us for a long time, and she is like, you can count on going to an event and seeing Linda, going on a call, and Linda will be there. If you come on book study, Linda's gonna be there. If there's a power hour, she is going to be there. Like, it's just incredible. Your dedication to your own growth and your team and sharing has just been so inspiring to not only me, but to a lot of other people as well. So congratulations. I hope you enjoy your bonus. Very, very exciting. Awesome. So now we have an amazing IPA challenge that we are kicking off this month. And Jimmy Lou is actually going to talk to us a little bit about, because there are a lot of you guys, and it's blown me out of the water how many people you guys decided to share with last month. I am so proud of this team, and we have so many people that have needs that you guys have stepped out of your own discomfort, and you have extended hope, you have extended your own knowledge, or maybe your upline's knowledge, to help impact another person's life. And so I thank you from the bottom of my heart for that, because I look back and I go, that was me. That was me almost 6 years ago, that somebody decided to step outside of their own discomfort and to share with me, and it completely changed my life. And so if that person hadn't chosen to do that, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be making an income that supports my family. Yeah, it's amazing. If you guys want to look, yeah, I'm ambassador. Why do I hate saying it? I'm an Emerald ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. If you go look at what the annual income statement is, thank you. You guys can take a look at that. That kind of money can be life-changing, but guess what? So can an extra $200 in a month. So can a probiotic. So can, like, so many pieces of this can be life-changing. So it's not too late, you guys. We have the whole rest of May with $9.95 sign-up fees instead of $54. Like, you guys got to realize this. Everybody loves a discount, and this is a good discount, right? Really quickly, though, Amy Andry did an amazing rundown in Grow. So if you want a refresher, go watch her live video that she did on Friday for us to tell us the difference between customers and ambassadors. I just want to remind you guys that not everybody is suitable to be an ambassador. Okay, so number one, I think you need to ask yourself, are they going to be a goodwill ambassador? Are they going to share happy things about Plexus? Or are they going to be grumbly and grumpy and be like, my friend just twisted my arm into doing this, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they can believe that just as long as they keep their mouth shut. Just kidding. Totally kidding. I like to joke around. If you're new here, okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, backtracking. Secondly, we want people who are ambassadors who are going to be purchasing a combo pack every month. So we want them buying something like the triplex every month. I mean, yes, if they move to Tech, no, we actually ship there. If they move to Bali, it's okay. They don't have to keep on buying because we don't ship there. But if they're staying where they are, we want them to be consistent with their product. We want them to be happy with their stuff, right? So we want to help support them. So what Jimmy Lou is actually going to do right now is she is going to come on here and she's going to say, okay, so for all of y'all that like sponsored the bazillion ambassadors that came onto our team in the month of April, now what do you do with them? Because they're here. They're drinking this stuff with you. Like, now what, right? Now you got an ambassador. Super exciting. You got a bonus. That's awesome. Some of you got the stimulus bonus. How many people, tell me in the chat, how many people are claiming that stimulus bonus this month? If you didn't get it last month, how many people are claiming that stimulus bonus for themselves and for their families? You guys know that it's 3 ambassadors and you get a bonus, and then 3 more and you get an even bigger bonus. So Jimmy's going to tell us, what do you do after you have an ambassador? I can't hear you. I don't know why. Maybe she's not going to tell us. Did you connect to audio? I'm kind of thinking maybe you didn't connect to audio. Hold on. No, I have the option to mute you. That's not nice. Are we having audio issues? I can't hear you. Can anybody else hear her, or is it just me? Mute. Oh, now I can hear you.
You can hear me?
You bet.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday. So I wanted to just share with you, Janelle asked me to share with you guys a little bit of what is so important to do after you take that time of signing up that person that you are extremely excited about sharing. You've shared with them about Plexus and you're extremely excited for them to see some changes, maybe of course in their health and in their finances too. So here you've taken this time, you've done all the work, they got them signed up. Now what, right? What do you do next to be able to support this person? Because I always say the easy part is getting someone to sign up. Okay, let's not kid ourselves here. We are calling somebody into a place where we're saying this is a journey that you and I are going to take, right? We're going to do this together. So sorry. Oh, sorry. So I have.
Do you know what that is? Does everyone know what that is? That is a timer for Jimmy Lou to get on the power hour that starts right now. So we're actually going High five, leaders. This is why she's a Ruby, guys.
Okay, so I'm not gonna take too much time, but I wanted to just give you guys some tools, okay? So one of the things that you can get, that I think you can get this printed off, I got this from Team Awesome, okay? And all I did is I looked up, I think it was just new ambassador checklist. You can get something like this if you like. However, that you need to keep yourself organized, okay? For myself, I do a few different things. Something like this, something in my day planner, and then I have a program called Doe, okay? So however you can keep yourself somewhat organized, okay? I'm still not good at it, but this is the road that I'm taking. So the first thing on here, it says what you want to do is you want to make sure that you want to welcome them in your team page. What's your team page? That's Grow. So you're going to go on to Grow, and you're going to scroll until you find the place where it says welcome your new ambassador. And that's where you're going to put, hey, my friend Jenny, who has 6 cats and 2 dogs, is so excited to join our team this month and is going to try Plexus out, or whatever you want to say. And so you want to do that there first. Second thing you want to do is you want to start a group chat for them. Now, why is that group chat important, or what is it that I think some people say, do I have to? I don't know if she wants to know that everybody's, people kind of get caught up in sort of how to introduce that to people, right? And how I've always done it is I say, you know what? 3 heads are better than 1. And so a group chat is so important because I may not be able to support that person right at that moment, or maybe I'm at work or whatever, but I have my upline that can support her. Or maybe she asks a question that I don't know, because we're not supposed to be experts here, people, okay? No experts, okay? We don't have to know everything. So your upline could maybe, be able to put their information in there, okay? The other thing that is important that you need to do for them is you also need to invite them to the other pages. And there's many pages you can invite them to. There is Team Awesome. There is the new ambassador, and I wrote these things down. The new, add them to Plexus Canada ambassador site, and add them to the Plexus new ambassador page too. If you want to know more of these, I'll maybe do something in Grow, so that, unless you're writing them down, maybe I'll put something there. I'm not sure how you want me to do it now, but we can figure something out. And so it's important.
Just give us all the things, right? We want to know all the things that you do with your brand newbies, because she's
okay.
The master of retention.
Okay. Oh, okay. Still not very good about getting it to everybody, but I'm going to try. So after you do that, and you've invited them to the different pages, and you've got them in your group chat with your wonderful upline that is there to support you and to support this new ambassador, the next thing you want to do is you want to give them all the information to help them be successful. And so some of the things you want to give to them are things like the starting chart, okay? If you don't know what that is, again, you can go back to your upline and we can help you with some of those things. Another thing you want to give to them is you want to be able to share with them about taking the product, staying consistent. And so all those things really have been done for us. So you don't have to come up with anything. Sometimes your upline might have something that they can give to you. Here's the other thing is, if you go into Grow, into units, it's awesome. It's all laid out there for you. It's information on the products and all the sheets with all the information, product information sheets. the detox, and also how to get started. So that is all there. So a lot of the time I will tag my new people in the, of course, they're in Grow, but also in the units, and I'll tag them by putting their name below each one of those headings in the units. The other thing that's important to do is to check in on your person. So I'm going to just back up, hopefully kind of give you guys a timeline. So when somebody signs up, I don't go for more, try not to go for more than 3 or 4 days before I go back into that chat and I say, hey, Jenny, I'm so excited for you to start. And please, please let me know when your product comes. I want to make sure I give you all the information. So there's kind of one touch. And then her product comes, and then I ask, hey, what's your favorite thing about your product, right? She maybe hasn't even opened it. So it might be simply like, I like the packaging, right? Or it came on time, whatever, right? And then I'll tell her how to take the Slim, because that's usually what people are so excited to get started with. I'll say, hey, take it tomorrow morning and share how to take it, right? I'm just going to go down here. And so the next check-in is usually I'll do within another, 3 or 4 days within, right? And checking in again. And I like saying this. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when you just ask somebody, hey, what do you think? It doesn't really give them a very good outline of how to think about something, right? If you are new to something, what are you supposed to think about it, right? And so it's important that we frame it for them so that they have something to go with. So it's great to just say, hey, what are you loving about this product, right? So at least then maybe they can go, well, I like the taste of it. It's really quite tasty. I like the watermelon. Okay, great, right? Or, I think I had a pretty good sleep last night. Okay. And if you're not sure, or if they're not really answering back and they're not really sure what they should be looking for, then you can say, tell me more about how's your sleep? Tell me more about how's your digestion? Tell me more about how's your mood? And tell me more about how are your cravings? Okay. So you've been able to sort of give them an idea, framework about possibly how this is going to help them. Okay. So hopefully that helps you. The other thing is you want to check in with them. They've kind of done about a week, kind of got 1 week under their belt. And you want to check in with them again to see how they're taking it. Okay. How much water they're taking in. Okay. So now again, one of the things that, and this is again in the units, it's going to be telling you about things like how much water you should be taking, also about a little bit about diet. It's important that when people start that, we're not asking them to change their diet, but if they can try to eat a little bit cleaner, then it gives the supplements a better chance to work. Okay. Let's not kid ourselves here, people. People want to see results. Okay. So we really need to help them to help them with what they want to be, the best version of themselves. Right. So any way that we can be able to encourage them, like, hey, so like, what are you eating? And if they say, well, I'm eating just Dorito chips, well, maybe that's something that can bring up another conversation about the little bit of their diet, right? Again, we don't need to understand that stuff, people, okay? I'm not saying that we need to understand all about diet and how we're going to, okay, those things will come. But again, it's important that we talk about those things so that we have a bit of an understanding about possibly how these supplements are going to help somebody. If somebody says, well, I'm taking that Slim at night, and you're like, oh, Yeah, that's supposed to be first thing in the morning, right? It's important to check in with them to make sure that they're taking the product the way that the company has laid out the best way, right? And if you don't know, again, your upline. They should be commenting into your group chats to help you out. I'm just trying to look at my stuff here.
You know, Jimmy is so smart to say that, like check in on how they're taking it, because even if you did send them the product sheet, like on how they're supposed to do it, there's been so many times that I've gone to check back in with somebody, or maybe I've missed one of those touches that I should have done, and they've just decided that they're going to take it as of what the bottle says, and they've started out with, on day one, a full slim, 4 bio cleanse, and 2 probio CA, and they're wondering why things are feeling a little bit weird, and you're going, okay, so we just want to back that up a little bit. You know, I know the bottle says that's what you can take, but we're going to go with this slowly because we want happy people, right? We want people that are going to stick with it. And if they're taking 4 bio cleanse, maybe if they're constipated, that's totally great. But for most people, you can't start with all 4 on day 1 and be happy. Most people.
Absolutely. Again, everybody is different, right? Everybody's on a different journey. I have girls that on the second day, they were like, woohoo, this slam is awesome. And they felt a change right away. And I've had some people that it's taken them 2 or 3 months. And so it's important we really lay out for people, this is not a quick fix, okay? This is not. This is something it's taken you 6 years to get like this, to have these issues, it's gonna take some time. And so there's so many good posts and information in Grow, in Team Awesome, in the new ambassador. Yeah, I keep calling it the wrong thing. The Plexus new ambassador page.
It's the new ambassador academy, I think is the other word.
Oh, new ambassador account. Okay, thank you. And so there's information. Also, I haven't even touched on the back office. The back office has lots of great information too about how to start taking your product. So there's many great, like, we are not by yourself in this, people. There's so much out there to help you to support your new ambassador. The other thing I was going to say is that I do a lot of tagging of posts and testimonies for people because I want to remind them about, you know, they're in the journey and they're like, I don't know, I'm not seeing this happen. I'm just, you know, I'm struggling. So I'll find what kind of issue maybe they're dealing with and I will tag them in that post, right? Just to remind them that this is maybe something that is going to take a little bit of time, right? And give them some hope, right? People need that. So I love this line, and hopefully I don't screw it up, but I love this, and I can't remember who said it, but this really solidifies what we're doing, the major goal. And it says, follow up is for the person we are standing with 6 months down the road. Okay. So with that ambassador that you just started up yesterday, you are standing with them. You are helping them. You are going to help them to see that person that they could be in 6 months from now. Okay. So that's how we should be looking at that person. And that's how we should help them to stay on track, keep encouraging them, keep showing them how the products can help. One of the things I will just talk myself is one of the things that I dealt with was heartburn. And so it took a while for that to sort of fully subside, but it took, you know, that first month of having some ups and downs in detox, right? And my husband, same thing. And I remember Janelle saying, or Tracy saying, just keep going. He's going to do fine. Just tell him he'll get through it. He can do it, right? And we need that cheerleading on, right? And so I'm so glad that I had people that didn't give up on me, right? So I hope and pray that you will stick with that person you signed up. They will stick with you, and that you can cheer that person on, right? So yeah,
Thank you
I think
so
that's
much.
it.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. That was so great. Thank you for sharing that with us. And guys, you know what? There is nobody that goes and stands in the Walmart aisles where the antacids are, and there's nobody that stands there and cheers for you like, yay, you came back for another bottle of Tums. You can do it. You can do it. Because let's be honest, it doesn't do anything except like get rid of it for like the absolute immediate, right? And so this is where we are different, right? The other thing that I think Jimmy kind of alluded to is that not only does it help to build belief in that person, but it solidifies your own belief. When you are cheering them through it and you're working through things with them and you're seeing things, and then all of a sudden you get somebody saying, I don't know if you guys have ever had this, but this is always my favorite. It's like, my husband told me today that he feels like he has his wife back. And that is just one of those like moments, right? Where you realize that this is not just affecting one person's life, but this is affecting a marriage. This is affecting their spouse on a different, he asked my husband how he feels when I forget to take my vital biome. He knows. And he's like, honey, I really think you should take your vital biome today. Right? And that's okay. We'll maybe talk about vital biome today. But what I do want to go over really quickly, I know we're 17 whole minutes into our power hour, and I'm sorry, but I think you guys are getting some really great information. Again, Jimmy, thank you. You're amazing, amazing, amazing. Are you calling out what your goal is for this month, or should I not say that? We love each other. You're what? You're not bashful. Jimmy Lou is going for a very, very important rank up this month, and we are all behind you 1,000%. And your team loves you, and the rest of us that get to like just be so blessed by having you as a sideline we're just all so excited for you. So cheering you on tons and tons and tons. Whenever you decide to tell the rest of us, that's fine. I'll just say it's big, and it rhymes with senior Kubi.
Yes. Thank you, Janelle. Yes.
You're welcome. So, your team is so blessed by you, and they would we could have a love on Jimmy Lou hour, but we'll save that for another time.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, and I know that this is so important to her because all it means is that she has helped other people get to a point of health and happiness. And that is what's the most important for her, and I know that. So, our IPA challenge has started unofficially, officially. We're doing it. Thank you so much to Amy Andre for helping organize all the chats. We're just getting everybody kind of fine-tuned and put in the right places. We don't want to have chats made and then pull people out. But all these chats are going to do is for you to be able to go in there and be like, I'm done my IPA. Mic drop. Emoji. I signed a new ambassador. Woo! And everyone's going to be like, go girl. That's great. Okay, so you guys understand there's two sizes that I'm teaching you. What you're supposed to go in there and do when you do something amazing, and then when somebody else is like, I just focused for a whole hour on my IPA and it was so amazing, and I didn't scroll once, and I talked to this many people and whatever, and you guys are gonna be like, that's so amazing! Woo! Right? Yeah, Amy's killing herself laughing at me. It's all good. Anyway, so these things are supposed to be to support you. And so even before we have them, you can go on and do your IPA. IPA is impact producing activity. All right, we're going straight over the income producing activity, and we are going beyond that, and we're going to impact producing activity, because you know what? That's what we are trying to do. We're trying to impact others' lives, for the better, just so in case you need me to clarify that. Impacting lives for the better with health and happiness. So what we are asking you to do, if you are involved and you're like, I want to do this, you're going to want to be looking new friends on social, okay? So lots of you have not exhausted the people that you know. Friends, 2 new people on social. Number 2 is 2 new conversations. Now, I'm not going to tell you that that day you need to talk about Plexus, but that conversation, I'm asking you to plan on bringing up Plexus within the next 5 days with them, okay? Do not get stuck in the friend zone. Everyone's seen Hitch. You don't want to get stuck in the friend zone, all right? So 2 new conversations started with the idea that you are going to be bringing up Plexus within the next 5 days. Number 3, 2 posts on social media, okay? Please don't do 2 Plexus posts on social media within an hour. No. If you do 1 Plexus post in a day, that is perfect. If you do 1 regular post and then you throw up in your stories something about your pink drink or something like that, that's 2 posts, okay? And what's the 5th one? Follow-up. 2 follow-up touches. So maybe you're thinking right now, you're like, I haven't started doing my IPA yet. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. But I did talk to my sister and I did talk to this person. So today I'm going to follow up with those 2 people that I've talked about. Maybe I haven't talked to them on Facebook. Maybe I have to pick up the phone. You're going to follow up with those 2 people. Okay? That's your perfect 10. That's 5 things. You're going to do each one of them twice every day. It's 5 days a week. Okay? Really exciting. Really, really, really exciting. So I believe you can do it. If you have not done a whole lot of posting on social media, I'm going to really suggest that you go into that new Ambassador Academy that Jimmy was talking about so much. It is a great place to go and learn. Genevieve Scory is in there doing a ton of training, and she's amazing. All right? So here's another piece of thing for you guys to write down really, really fast, and then we're going to release you all and keep the people who want to stay on an IPA chat with us. So how the IPA Power Hours go, just so you guys know, it's a virtual work hour where for an hour we are on Zoom. Some of us keep our cameras on, some of us don't, but we're pretty much all muted and we are talking into our phones and we are doing focused work with the accountability of people sitting right in front of you. The great part about this is when I get stuck and Sherry Grant is on the screen, I can be like, Sherry, what do I say about this? And she always comes back with this brilliant piece of something, right? And it can literally be like, it's so funny because if she would have said, I'm stuck on this, I may have given her the exact same advice, but it's just that extra layer of reassurance that you're doing the right thing, or maybe you don't know what to do. Great place to come and work. Do it. I'm encouraging you guys to try to be on IPA Zoom 2 or 3 times a week. We have them 3 times a day, every day, Monday to Friday. Find a time to come on and do some work. Okay, so grab your pens. I am looking for a couple leaders to do this with me. So leaders, if you want to talk to me, if this is you, please send me a message after. But Sunday night at 7 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time on this number, we are going to be conducting a Zoom. You're going to hear testimony. You're going to hear product info. You're going to hear info about how to get started with Plexus as far as what to take, when to take, how to take it, how much water you need to be drinking, what all the secrets are about getting started, what to add in next, what could really help you for this, this, or this. This will be a perfect call for all brand new ambassadors to come on to kind of get themselves started well. It's a great idea for you to bring a potential onto, and they can listen in as well. And then we're going to just kind of give you a little tiny bit, a couple minutes of just on, you know, what Plexus is all about, why we decided to start, and why people should start sharing with their neighbors, their moms, their sisters, their best friends. So it is going to be super condensed. We're going to try to hit it for 30 minutes, and we're just looking for leaders. I'm looking for like 2 people to hop on there with me and share your testimony really quick, and we're just going to do tips and tricks. It's going to be super, super casual and a really great place to come for great information. And my hope is if it goes over well, we will repeat this once a week. We might fluctuate dates so that people can, if there are different days that work better for people. But we want to be able to bring this information forward to you guys and create a community connection with people, because I really feel that once people start to plug in with our community and they buy into the relationship aspect of it, it is want to know more about that, talk to your upline. Sorry, Jimmy, that was on Sunday night. This Sunday night at 7 Mountain Time. I will do a post in Grow. Virtual sip and shares, if you want to find out more about those, we will have them in the Plexus in Canada page under events. Those are fantastic. We have people from our team that are doing their testimonies next Monday, which is very exciting. Please have your guests register through Eventbrite so that they can get on the wheel to win prizes and get their samples and all of those kinds of things that come with that. Take a look at the Plexus in Canada page for that. So we're done. Usually we're like a whole half hour over what we normally are, but that's okay. We had a lot of celebrating to do. So we're going to stop the recording. That's the end of our team call. Thank you for joining us.